Alan Herndon-Dudley syndrome. The pair are the only children in Ireland with a condition which affects less than 200 worldwide. Their parents, Terence and Nicolette, were forced to give up work to care for the boys, who are brain damaged and have severe epilepsy.
As a result, Terence and Nicolette have fallen into mortgage arrears of $30,000 in recent years as they failed to meet monthly payments in full. The couple have been tirelessly fundraising to build Ben and Jake a house fully adaptable to their current and future medical needs. Terence and Nicolette join us now, along with Ben and Jake, and you're all very welcome here this morning, guys.
Thanks very much.
Nicolette, can I come to you, because this is a syndrome that Mark and me had never heard of, and I'm assuming when your boys were diagnosed, you'd never heard of it either. So when were they first diagnosed?
Well, they first started spotting symptoms in Ben when he was 6 weeks old. Initially, they kind of brushed it off, gave him until 3 months to supposedly catch up. But I suppose after a battery of tests, he was diagnosed then about, I think, 8 or 9 months.
And what did they say to you? First of all, the name of the syndrome is?
Alan Herndon-Dudley syndrome.
Okay, and what did they say that meant for Ben and for you and for the future?
A lot of terrible things, unfortunately. They'll never walk, they'll never talk, they're tube fed, they've no muscle tone, he's not able to support his own head, sit up, and he doesn't know what his hands are for.
How do you deal with that as a mum, Nicolette?
It's heartbreaking, and especially after getting hit the second time. But
did you have any idea that it could happen the second time?
Yeah.
They did give us a 25% risk, and we kind of hummed and hawed about it over a couple of years. Will we, won't we, what we do? But it's hard because, you know, Ben's absolutely fantastic and we love him to bits, but you just have that, you know, we just wanted to have a bit of, you know, a normal child have Christmas birthdays, a bit of normality, you know.
About saying that at all.
That's part of the problem. I mean, look, aside from the obviously very difficult physical aspects of their illness, and just the fact that they can't lift themselves, they never will be able to, they can't be left on their own, you need two people with them at all the times because they're both epileptics, so if one is fine and the other one kicks off, if you were there on your own, even a single professional couldn't manage it.
No, because even nurses aren't allowed have one on door. Like one could throw a tube feed, one could go into a seizure, and you're like torn. Where do you
so all those magical moments that you have we take for granted as parents, from the first tantrum to the first birthday to the first smile, the first tooth, all of that sort of stuff, you're not going to have any of that with them because they can't participate in it, which is
it's hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
No idea what that would be like. I think most parents wouldn't understand what that's
like. But they still bring you great joy, Nicolette. Like I saw you guys outside with them. You know, Ben is smiling, and you know, from the outside looking in, it looks like a total tragedy, and it is tough for you guys. I know it is. But they do bring you wonderful joy. You do have special moments.
Oh, you do, yeah, definitely. Like everything, the smile, sure, that makes it worthwhile, like, you know.
But we were talking about Ben just there. We were having a conversation, and he knew because he looked over.
Yeah, he's looking over now.
He's still checking it out.
So you know that there's a living, sentient human being in there.
Yeah.
And how difficult is it for you as a parent to know that it's in there, but that you can't reach it?
Well, it's like that. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. Like we do know he had a basic level of understanding, but it's just, you know, there isn't really words for it even.
You've had to become professional medical carers, really, and you've had to pack up your jobs. What were you doing beforehand, guys?
I worked in a credit union.
And I was a machine driver.
And at what stage did you say, right, we can't work anymore, we need to make our lives about our boys, this is the only way we can proceed?
Well, I worked part-time after having Ben, but since I've had Jake, I haven't been able really to go back at all.
But I would just, looking at it from the outside, I would have thought that two children like this would have required pretty much 24-hour professional medical care.
Yeah.
I mean, this is beyond the capability of, I mean, your love and dedication as parents will take you 100 miles further than most people.
Yeah.
It's I would have thought that it would be beyond even that.
Oh, it is. It's crazy. I know my parents are.
I know your parents are here, and I know they're great support.
They're only a couple of doors down the road, so that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But they've been great. You know, they're.
Sorry, what about that? What about the house? I mean, what do you need in a house, for example, because they can't do anything for themselves.
Nothing,
I presume they need special beds.
Special beds, gantry house for moving from one place to the other, to the beds. shower rooms, shower trays.
And I'm
Yeah,
assuming that
rings.
if they have, if they're prone to epileptic fits, everything's got to be protected. There can't be anything hard in the house, no sharp
No.
edges,
No.
anything like that.
No. So this is what you're asking for people to help you, because you've fallen into arrears in your home because you haven't been able to work, and the home really isn't suitable for the boys either.
No.
So you're trying to build a purpose-built home that can cater for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much money is that going to take?
We're probably looking about 500.
Yeah.
all in.
Well, probably more. That's just
To kit it out?
just to build the house itself. I think it's going to bring up 400,000, and then for equipment and everything, like we don't honestly know what the price of equipment is. Gantry heists and all that now at the minute because.
But you're talking about fully rigged, professionally, medically.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it'll be a house built around the bikes. That's
And what's your situation at the moment? You're not being evicted or forced out of your home?
No.
No. Okay.
no, the banks are being fair with
The
them.
banks are being fair. Good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear
But I
that.
mean, the situation's going to have to be resolved at some stage or another.
Oh, it will have to be.
And do you have any idea? What have they said to you about what's going to happen?
They're giving us a year's breathing space to be kind of reviewed this time next year. So
So
You've got a year,
yeah.
which means you'll have Christmas in the house.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That must take a lot of pressure off, because I can see, Nicola, the relief, even when you said that, the relief in you. Because, you know, you're dealing with so much anyway, and then to think, gosh, we're going to be thrown out the house.
Oh, that's it. Because before, like, I suppose before they realised what was going on with the two chaps, I remember being in Temple Street at one stage, and Ben was really, really bad with seizures and getting calls, and I was like, we didn't know what the story was with Ben because he was severely bad with epilepsy at the time, and I just couldn't. You know, it was very upsetting to be getting.
They couldn't see a future.
No, we were just God. We were, you know.
What next?
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
more do we
You
have to
don't know where
bear?
you're going.
Yeah.
By the way, it has to be said that what you're trying to do for your children, obviously, it's the most natural thing in the world, but it isn't just for them, because at some stage or another, and I don't imagine they have a very long life in prospect.
We don't know because there's so few. Some,
There was a little boy in Cork, you were telling me.
yeah. He unfortunately passed away approximately 2 years ago. I think it was.
And he was about 6, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not. This isn't for you. This house will be put in trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the chaps.
Once the boys don't need it anymore, for whatever reason,
Yeah.
it then goes to somebody else who needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely idea. It's horrible that you have to do it in the first place, but at least other people will benefit
Yeah.
from it as well.
Guys, how are the pair of you
Yeah.
getting out of bed in the morning and surviving? I know you have to, but are you okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice thing.
We managed to get it, but in fact, I think it's made us stronger as partners.
Yeah.
From the time we had Ben, like, from the start of Ben, like it tests everything, so it doesn't test everything, but it made us stronger. I think.
I'm glad to hear that, guys. It's great that you have each other, because it's
We're
a tough road you're walking.
Yeah.
And if people at home want to help you, because they will, everyone watching right now will want to help you, what can they do?
If you go onto their website, www.benandjakeconleytrust.com,
We've
there's
had it up the whole time as well.
a donate, PayPal donate button, and the credit union trust account details as well.
Well, you've already got about 70 odd in it.
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah.
So, and
And that was the local
people have
people
rallied
there.
around local.
Yeah, they've been brilliant.
Very good.
With any of us look after seeing this morning.
Yeah, hopefully.
By
If
the way,
everyone at home could make a nice Christmas present to Ben and Jake, wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
by the way, in terms of we hear about cutbacks in services and all the rest of it, how have the HSE and the health services and social services been with you? Have you got everything, or as much as you can possibly can out of them?
As much as we possibly can, as it was. We get 40 hours for nursing hours, and then we get 10 hours double nurses for the boys, so we get 10 hours. But at that, we'd like to get, and it's something that deal with something, myself and Nicola could get out for a meal. You know, like a normal couple do go for a meal and a drink like at night or go to the cinema. We can't do that, like, so.
When was the last time you went out together, guys?
Well, Jake goes to Laurel Lynn 2 nights once a week, so we try to.
That was the first time I've done it on time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's hard.
It's hard. It is hard, guys. Listen, our hearts are with you. And everybody watching right now this morning is feeling the same. Whatever we can do to help, let us know. And any fundraising events you have, just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll give you a shout out.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Now we'll take a break and see you back here in a few minutes.
Yeah.